Let's be honest for a second. If you stripped away everything, no savings, no perfect budget, no head start, and asked most people to rebuild their finances in 2026, they wouldn't know where to begin. Not because they're lazy, not because they are irresponsible, but because the rules feel unclear now. Prices are higher, jobs feel less stable, debt is everywhere, and the old advice doesn't hit the same anymore. So today, we're doing something different. No hype, no shortcuts, no get-rich-fast nonsense. Just a clean financial reset. If I had to start over in 2026, this is exactly what I'd do, step by step, in the right order. And if you're feeling behind, overwhelmed, or just tired of guessing, this might be the most important video you watch this year. 1. I'd stop trying to feel motivated. The first thing I would not do in 2026 is wait until I felt motivated. Motivation is unreliable. It spikes when you watch a video like this, then disappears the moment real life shows up. In 2026, motivation isn't the problem, friction is. Money is now invisible. Spending is effortless. Subscriptions renew quietly. Payments auto-withdraw before you even notice. So instead of chasing motivation, I'd focus on reducing friction, because the easiest financial system always wins. Before saving, before investing, before budgeting, I'd ask one question: why is money leaving my life without my permission? That question alone changes everything. 2. I'd stabilize before I tried to grow. This is where most people mess up. They want to invest, they want side hustles, they want growth, but their foundation is unstable. In 2026, stability is underrated, and instability is expensive. If I were restarting, my first goal wouldn't be wealth, it would be control. Control over my bills, my cash flow, my surprises. So the first thing I'd build is a buffer, not a portfolio. Not 6 months, not 12 months, just 1 month of breathing room. Enough money so that a flat tire doesn't ruin my week, a late paycheck doesn't cause panic, an unexpected bill doesn't go on a credit card. That buffer creates something powerful: mental clarity, and clarity leads to better decisions. 3. I track spending, but not the way you think. Here's an unpopular truth. Most people don't fail at budgeting because they're bad with numbers. They fail because budgeting feels like punishment. In 2026, I wouldn't micromanage every dollar. Instead, I do a 30-day awareness reset. No judging, no cutting, no rules. Just one goal: show me where my money actually goes. Most people are shocked by this, not by big purchases, but by small, frequent ones. Delivery fees, subscriptions, convenient spending, impulse taps. Awareness alone changes behavior. You don't need discipline when the truth is visible. 4. I'd eliminate financial leaks before making more money. This is critical. If you pour water into a leaking bucket, you don't fix the problem by pouring faster. In 2026, income isn't the real issue for most people. Leakage is. So before chasing raises, overtime, or side hustles, I'd plug the leaks. Not aggressively, but strategically. I'd look for subscriptions I forgot about, expenses that grew quietly, services I no longer value, payments that no longer serve me. Every dollar recovered here is a permanent raise, no extra work required. This step alone often frees up hundreds per month, and that money becomes the fuel for everything else.
5. I'd separate survival money from growth money. One of the biggest mistakes people make is mixing survival and growth. Rent money should not be next to investment money. Emergency funds should not be confused with opportunity money. If I were starting over in 2026, I'd create clear boundaries: money with a job, money with a purpose. This reduces anxiety and prevents emotional decisions. When everything is mixed together, every choice feels risky. Clarity, however, creates confidence. 6. I'd automate before I trusted myself. Here's the truth most people won't admit. We are not as disciplined as we think. And that's okay. In 2026, I wouldn't rely on willpower. I'd rely on automation. Because automated systems don't get tired. They don't forget. They don't negotiate with excuses. Savings would move automatically. Bills would be predictable. Investments would happen quietly.
not because I'm perfect, but because the system is. Automation removes decision fatigue, and less decisions means better outcomes. 7. I'd stop treating credit cards like extra income. This part matters more than ever. In 2026, credit cards are everywhere. Rewards are flashy, limits are high, but convenience hides cost. If I were starting, I'd use credit cards deliberately, not emotionally. Not for lifestyle upgrades, not for coping, not for gaps in cash flow, only as tools. If a card is causing stress, it's not helping you. Peace of mind is part of wealth. 8. I'd build one simple money system, not 10 rules. Most people don't need more rules, they need fewer decisions. So instead of juggling multiple budgets, complicated formulas, endless tracking, I'd build one simple system. Money comes in, it gets divided automatically. The rest is free to spend. No guilt, no constant checking, no financial anxiety. A system should support your life, not consume it. 9. I'd start investing small, earlier than feels worth it. This is where many people wait too long. They say, I'll invest when I make more. I'll start when things stabilize. I'll do it later. Later rarely comes. If I were starting in 2026, I'd invest before it felt impressive. Small amounts, consistently, because the habit matters more than the amount. Investing isn't about timing the market, it's about staying in the game, and consistency beats intensity every time. 10. I'd protect my progress relentlessly. This step is often ignored, but protection is part of wealth. In 2026, one setback can erase years of effort. So I'd protect my emergency fund, my credit profile, my income streams, my financial identity. Not out of fear, but out of respect for my progress. You don't build a house and leave the doors unlocked. 11. I'd redefine what doing well means. This might be the most important part. In 2026, comparisons are louder than ever. Social media shows highlights, spending is performative, pressure is constant. If I were starting over, I'd redefine success. Not expensive things, flashy upgrades, lifestyle inflation, but peace, stability, optionality, being able to say no, being able to breathe, being able to choose. That's real wealth. 12. I'd commit to progress, not perfection. Finally, I'd remind myself of this. You don't need to fix everything this year. You need to move forward consistently. Small steps, clear systems, simple habits. Progress compounds quietly, and 1 year from now, you won't recognize the version of yourself who felt stuck watching this video. So if you're restarting your finances in 2026, you're not late. You're right on time. The people who win aren't the ones who move fastest. They're the ones who move intentionally. And everything you need to build momentum starts with the next decision you make. This is Passive Vault, where we expose the money games designed to keep you broke, so you can break free.